Welcome to P5. I'm very happy because I can meet you again for 1 year ahead. I hope all of you can do your best. Break a leg. So, for the very first topic, we will study from Student's Book, page 4. The topic is the science class. So, please open your Student's Book, page 4. Listen and say the words.
Welcome, the science class.
Student's Book, page 4. 1. Listen and say the words. Check with your partner. 1. Shelf. 2. Goggles. 3. Instructions. 4. Apron. 5. Explosion. 6. Bubbles. 7. Test tube. 8. Liquid. 9. Gloves. 10. Powder.
Welcome, the science class.
Student's Book, page 4. 1. Listen and say the words. Check with your partner. 1. Shelf. 2. Goggles. 3. Instructions. 4. Apron. 5. Explosion. 6. Bubbles. 7. Test tube. 8. Liquid. 9. Gloves. 10. Powder.
Now we move on to activity 2. On activity 2, you need to read, listen, and answer the questions.
2. Read, listen, and answer the questions.
Alex, Phoebe, and Patrick are good friends. They all go to the same school. Today, they are in science class. They are having problems doing an experiment. Their teacher, Mr. Davis, isn't very happy.
Wow! What happened?
I don't know, but I think you did something wrong.
You added 2 spoonfuls of blue powder. The instructions said 1 spoonful. But look, it's really cool. Look at all these bubbles.
I don't think Mr. Davis is very happy. Look, he's coming toward us.
What happened here?
Nothing. It was just a small accident.
It doesn't look like a small accident to me. Did you follow the instructions carefully?
Yes?
Maybe we did something wrong.
Well, try to be a little more careful, please.
Okay.
And Patrick, why aren't you wearing your safety goggles?
I don't know where they are.
Well, get some more from the shelf over there.
Okay.
Remember, safety is very important in the science lab. Now continue with the other instructions.
Thanks for getting us into trouble, Patrick. Sorry.
Student's Book, page 5. 2. Listen and say the sentences. One of the children had 3 subjects. Nobody had a test. Alex, Phoebe, and Patrick watched a movie. Phoebe didn't have music. Patrick loved all 3 subjects.
Open Student's Book, page 5. Listen and say the sentences. Simple past tense, it means we are talking about everything that happened in the past. Happened in the past, it means started and ended in the past. So, in simple past tense, we can see the time signals. The time signals like yesterday, last night, last year, last week, 2 years ago, and others. So if you see the time signals, it means that sentence is simple past tense. And for negative sentence, the formula is subject plus didn't or did not plus verb 1. Now I have a question. Why in positive sentence we must use verb 2, but in negative sentence we use didn't plus verb 1? Why we don't use didn't plus verb 2? You need to know that in simple past form, in simple past tense, we have to use simple past form or verb 2. So that's why in positive sentence, we use verb 2. But in negative sentence, we have used didn't or did not, which comes from do. So, verb 2 of do is did. Because we have used did as simple past form, so the following verb must be verb 1. Please open your workbook, page 4, and do activity 1 and activity 2. Before you do activity 1, page 5 on your workbook, I need to explain a bit about regular verbs and irregular verbs. I know these verbs are not really new anymore for you. You have used this in your daily life, but I would like to remind you. Okay, so if regular verbs, they are the verbs that change regularly. So after the verb followed by ed. For example, talk. Talk becomes talk. And walk. Walk becomes walk. And dance. Dance becomes dance. And rich. Rich becomes rich. And the second is irregular verbs. If irregular verbs, they change irregularly. So you must use them often so you can remember them. The examples of regular verbs are like write becomes wrote. Sing becomes sang. Take becomes took. And buy becomes yes, both. Very. This is the example of simple past tense, positive or affirmative sentence. One of the children had 3 subjects. I underline had because it shows or it is become the characteristic of simple past tense. So had is simple past form of have. So we can see because the sentence use verb to, it means the sentence is simple past tense. Now we move on to the other example. We didn't go anywhere yesterday. We can see here we use didn't as the auxiliary verb of simple past tense and followed by verb 1, which is go. And the time signal is yesterday. So this sentence is the example of negative sentence in simple past tense.